Hello everyone, howdy. Welcome back to another weekend episode of Cooking with Mary Sue. Before we begin, I want to remind everybody about the buttons down below. I got links to my other channel, which is Sue's Cute Knickknacks. There's a link to my husband's channel, Brother Claude Reflects, and to my eBay store. And please hit the like and subscribe and share. I like to mention that now because sometimes I'll forget by the end of the show. And I want to remind everybody again about my book here, Also Adventures of Miss Kitty and Her Woodland Friends. It was published a few months ago by Christian Faith Publishers. It's available on Amazon, eBay, Barnes & Noble, and iTunes. And yes, it is available in ebook if you prefer ebook. Personally, I don't. I like to hold a book when I read it to somebody or to myself. Okay, this week I've got one more recipe I found in my little grandfather's cookbook I want to use here. It is called Deviled Frankfurters. Some of you may have heard that before. It may be called other names, bacon wrapped hot dog, something like that, which is what we're going to do. I am using, let's see, my oven's on back there, getting warm. I'm using ballpark bun-sized beef. Now you can use bun size or the regular size. I just happened to pick these up the other day at the store when I was shopping. And I'm going to use, I'm going to experiment. I'm going to try it with sliced cheese, and I'm going to make some with shredded cheese. Either one melts nicely. All I do is slice the hot dog, not all the way through. You slice it about halfway through. You put mustard down the slice there, the slit. Put a little cheese in there. And if you don't want to use cheese, you can use breadcrumbs, either one. And then you wrap bacon all around it, and then put toothpicks in it, hold it together, and you cook it. You got different ways you can cook it. You can put it on the stovetop, which I'm going to try that. You can boil it in the oven, which I'm going to try that also. I'm going to try them both, see which I like best. But I think these would also be wonderful out on a grill. If you're grilling out in the summertime, try this. I think it sounds perfect. Okay, now I could use either bacon. I've got turkey bacon and I've got regular bacon here. I tried one earlier with turkey bacon, and because I'm using bun length size, the turkey bacon is not quite long enough to wrap around the whole hot dog really good. So I'm going to stick with this bacon. When I do use turkey bacon, I like Oscar Mayer. That's my favorite turkey bacon. It's a little bit thicker. It cooks up nice. And it doesn't cook too fast and burn. It just cooks good. Most of the time I cook it in the microwave. Okay, this one I'm using Brian thick cut slice. It probably doesn't matter what kind of bacon you use. It really doesn't. Any kind you like to buy will be good with this. And any type of cheese you want to try in it. Doesn't really matter. Okay, first I'm going to try just cook 4 here. The recipe calls for cooking 12. I don't need that many right now. I'm just going to do 4. Okay, make a slice all the way down it, but don't go through the whole hot dog all the way. Just a slit. I can open it up. See? And it's not all the way through. Okay. What I'm going to do is put a little mustard down it. Open the slit up, make it go all the way down it. There. Phew. You're going to get mustard on yourself when you do that. Always. Okay. Now we're trying the cheddar cheese on some and sliced cheese on a couple of the other ones. Where it kind of hold it open just enough to poke the cheese in. You don't want it to come all apart though. Little cheese stuffed in there. See? Got my cheese stuffed down in there on top of the mustard. Made a mess of my fingers. It's easy to get mustard everywhere when you're working with mustard. Okay, like I said, I'm going to use this bacon. Let me move these out of the way so you can see what I'm doing here. Try another piece of bacon. That one wants to fall apart. I need one that's not falling apart. This one's a little better. Yeah, this is long enough to go around this hot dog very nicely. Okay, it's just about all covered up. It's all covered in bacon. I'm going to put some toothpicks through it here. I'm going to put 2 in the skillet on medium. I don't want to cook them too fast. It takes about 10 minutes in the skillet. You're going to turn it often so it browns on all different sides. Okay, there's one down ready to go. Okay, move my cheese back. Yeah, I thought this was just a perfect recipe for summertime. Bacon and cheese goes good with a lot of items. A little bit more mustard on it. Okay, just enough. There. Now I'm going to try the sliced cheese. Now I'm just using, this is a half a slice here. Now I'm going to fold it in half again. So I've got 2 long thin strips. Each one's 1/4 of a slice. I'm just going to try to poke it in that little slot there. Push it down. In the little crevice here. See? It's poked in the slit there. Poke it down. Just enough. And now, let's see if I can go and use this piece of bacon I took out. If this piece of bacon is kind of broken up, I might put 2 slices on there. Won't hurt. This one wants to break up. Let me try another one. Oh, that's a good big piece there. Oops. Okay. Stay on there. Okay. Now that was going to have an extra little taste of bacon on it. See? It's all covered up. Now we're going to bundle it up with toothpicks. Tie it up so it stays together while it's cooking. Okay. And if you get it wrapped tight enough, the cheese does not come out. It melts a little bit inside, but it doesn't run out like you think it would. I'm going to put a little extra toothpicks in this one since I have more bacon around it. One more. Now I'm going to put this one in the broiler. Oop. Okay. A piece of toothpick there. Now, I've got a greased pan here. I will broil that one and one more. Okay. I have 2 more to fix here. And we're going to need a little bit more cheese. I'm using a sharp shredded cheese. There's a little bit more I can use. We'll move over to the stove in a minute. You can see the 2 that's going to be cooking on top of the stove. Like I said, they take about 10 minutes to cook, and you've got to keep turning them around so they don't get burnt on one side too much. They get evenly browned. Ah, that's a trick. Kind of hold the hot dog open and pour your mustard in without your fingers in the way. I think I'm going to like the shredded cheese a little bit better than the slice, but either one will taste good. Okay. A few more toothpicks over here. Covered up just perfect. Put my little toothpicks in here. Okay. These 2 will go in the skillet. This last one here will go in the broiler with that one, so I'm going to cook 2 in the skillet and broil 2 in the oven. And see which ones come out best. There. Pull it apart, push it apart just a little bit. mustard gives it a nice taste while it's cooking after it's done. Okay. Alright. Now, see if I can gather up my cheese here I got. Might need just a little bit more, I think. Yeah, I will. That's not enough cheese. Oh, it would be, but it's not. If you're doing 12, like it says in the book there, it calls for 12 frankfurters, 3 tablespoons of mustard, a half pound of mild cheese, and 12 slices of bacon. That's enough to cook for the whole family. Or a large cookout gathering, either way. Yeah, I would absolutely love trying these on a grill. I'm going to have to do that this summer if we cook out any. We cook out once in a while, but not too much. Just never got the hang of cooking out too well. Well, that's a nice big piece of bacon there. One thing, this bacon here is wider, a lot wider than a turkey bacon is, so it does cover the hot dog much better. If you want to cover, that's what you're trying to do, cover the hot dog and let your bacon cook on the outside all around it. And the turkey bacon just isn't wide enough to cover this. It's too thin. One more and I'll be done. There. Now I'm going to boil this one, okay? Let's stick these two in the oven. Stick the other two in the skillet. I'll show you my skillet in just a second. And we'll see how these cook in the skillet. You can watch it. I'm going to have to move the camera in a few seconds. Okay, now we're over at the stove. I put the 2 of them into the broiler. They're cooking now. These 2 right here wrapped up. I'm going to put my skillet, let my skillet get a little bit warmer. I put a little bit of grease in here, bacon grease, because it says to saute these and a little bit of bacon grease. And I always keep some back in the fridge to use now and then for recipes. And it says saute them for about 10 minutes, turn often. Doesn't really say how high to cook it on, so I'm just doing medium-low. I'd rather go a little slow and not burn them, not cook them too fast. I can always turn them up if I need to go faster, but to begin with, oh, that was coming off the toothpick. I need one more toothpick. No, I don't. I just poke that through there. There. Now it's on there. You can hear the sizzle. It says to move them around often and turn them often. And this is going to take about 10 minutes, which is kind of long for the video. So we'll be back in a few seconds when they are done. I'm just going to keep stirring them around, let them saute so that bacon gets nice and crispy and brown, and we'll see what it looks like soon. You might notice here while I'm cooking this, I kind of tilting the skillet a little bit, letting the grease run down on one side. So I let the side of that hot dog, the bacon on the side get brown. The top and bottom gets brown easy. It's a little hard to brown the sides with those toothpicks in the way, sort of. But it will work. It does it. I've done it before. They're browning nicely, you can see. Won't be much longer. Well, hello everyone. We're back. They're done. These 2 were cooked in the oven. I started them out under broil, but they were taking so long I turned them up to bake. They came out nice. And these were cooked in the skillet. I kind of like the ones in the skillet a little bit better. Plus, they don't take as much time. The ones in the oven took much longer. They took 3 times as long as one in the skillet did. So I'll probably be doing these in the skillet from now on. And you have to remember too, in a skillet, or whenever you cook meat like bacon or sausage, when you take it out, it's going to keep cooking for a few more minutes and get browner. These were not quite as brown when I took them up, but after about 5 minutes, they turned out a little bit browner, which is okay. I like them like that. And these two just came out of the oven. But either one, they're going to be delicious. We'll have some a little bit later, maybe tomorrow. And like I said, these would be fantastic to cook out on a grill, I think. They would be great on a grill. You see them both there. Your choice, stovetop and the oven, either one. They're easy to cook. Just takes bacon wrapped around a hot dog. You slice the hot dog, put a little dab of mustard and some cheese down the middle, wrap it in bacon, hook it together with some toothpicks, and cook it. And that's it. And they're called deviled Frankfurters. I came across the recipe in my grandfather's old cookbook from the 1940s over here. Very old cookbook. Has a lot of interesting recipes. I'll probably do some more later in the future, but I think it's something else to do later. That's it for now for this week. God bless everyone. I'll see y'all later. Have a nice week, and leave me some comments on any ideas you have you'd like me to try to cook later in the future. But I'll come up with some more ideas later. Bye for now.